Microphone check. Uno, dos, tres. Okay. My Spanish is awful. Guys, what's going on? Welcome to hashtag TNT Joe-Fi Tech News that Jerome Ortega finds interesting. I am your host, Jerome Ortega. This is episode I lost count, and this is day I also lost count in quarantine. So welcome, guys. What's going on? How's everybody doing? Hopefully everyone's doing well. Happy Tuesday. Today is Tuesday. Can you believe that August is almost over? September is coming. I was going for a walk. I went for a walk earlier this morning and kids were going back to school, although everyone had masks on, but it's weird. It's like, I want to say, where did the summer go? But it didn't really even come because there really wasn't much of a summer. Everything was canceled here in Chicago. There were no festivals. Obviously for obvious reasons, but yeah. Also, we have a very slow news day today. Very slow. I don't have much to talk about. I can always talk about pixels, but I don't know if you guys are tired of me talking about pixels. But if I feel like bringing it up, I will bring it up. Actually, I might share photos I've taken with my Pixel 4, night shots I've taken, but we'll get into that in a bit. So let me go ahead and let me say hi to everybody that's in here. Ruben is in here. Yo, what's up, Jerome? Phone Jerome fam, listening in again while at work. Ruben, thank you for taking the time to catch me while at work. I do appreciate it. Thank you. Nice to see you. Wyatt Wolford is in here as well. Hello, Wyatt. Your dog is also adorable. Wyatt, how's it going? Welcome. Nice to see you again. Levin is in here as well. What's up, fam? It's been a while. It has been a while, Levin. I'm glad you're able to make it. Yeah, Levin saying finally got a break to listen in here in here at work. So Levin, I'm glad you were able to take a minute and stop by. Y 2019 is in here as well. Hi Y, how's it going, man? Welcome. Raf B is in here. What is up? Not much, Raf. How's it going? Ted is in here as well. What up, Ted? Ted says someone got that Thor Ragnarok cut. Is it sad that I've never watched that? Is that the haircut I have? This is the haircut I typically have. I just have a hat on 99% of the time. Raf says, where do you guys normally order your Pixel devices? I ordered mine from the Google store. I checked with the Google store. Estimated delivery is September 30th. Is it out of stock everywhere? It might be. Are you trying to get a 4A? Is that what you're trying to get? May I ask is the 4A what you want, or are you thinking about a 4A 5G or a 5? Just curious. I always like bringing these conversations up because I always feel like we can always talk about phones, whether someone's trying to buy a phone, what their next phone should be, if it's the right price. But yeah, Raf, what are you looking for? What kind of phone are you looking for? Or what kind of Pixel? Let me see here. Y says, talk about the Moto G9 Play. I don't. What else do I have to talk about it though? Why? I talked about it yesterday. I'm not really a fan of a Snapdragon 600 series, but if there's something more to talk about with it, maybe we'll see. Mustafa Galib is in here. Mustafa, how's it going, man? Hey, man. When can we see your camera comparisons again? When I have time to edit. You know, a lot of those camera comparisons take 14, 16, 18 hours to do. I really just thought about posting the photos side by side here live and just doing them live instead. If you guys want to do that, we can do that. That would save me 13, 14 hours of editing. So I might do that. It just depends on my time, Mustafa. I will be very blunt with all of you in here that wait for these camera comparisons. Please know that I do those camera comparisons. They take a ton of time and I make pennies to the dollar doing them. I just don't have the time to really invest as I used to. And lately I've been trying to be more efficient with my time and try to do what I like. If it was up to me, I do camera comparisons all day. I just live stream and do camera comparisons all day, but that doesn't pay the rent in this apartment. It doesn't pay for the electric bill in here. So it is a lot more difficult to dedicate that much time. But if I have time, I'll do that. If anything, I can do them live and we can do a side-by-side comparison. I've taken the shots. I just stitching them together and editing them takes a lot of time to do. But I'll try. Let me know your guys' feedback and I can see, what I can put together. Ted says, slow. Did you not get the T on the Epic and Apple TRO hearing? I can only handle so much about Epic and Apple. The way I feel about Epic is Epic's a big company too, who's just trying to make more money. Epic's just trying to get, Epic is just trying to not give Apple as much money as much as Apple thinks they deserve. That's kind of how I feel about it. I can always go into it if there's like more juicy details, but this is TNT Joe-Fi. It's what I find interesting. I talked about it in depth when it first came out, and it was like, yeah, like big companies fighting against each other, but that's at the end of the day, that's where it goes for that. Someone says almost Pixel news for the whole week last week. Almost, yeah. And then most of this week. And today we're taking a very small break. I have one or two small stories about the Pixel, but I don't know if we're going to go too deep into that. But Salwang, welcome, man. Six is in here as well. Hey, fam, what's going on, Six? Nice to see you on Twitch again. Welcome. Nice to see you, Six. Big House Productions is in here as well. Hey, Jerome, stream. What's up, Big House? How's it going, man? Welcome. Nice to see you in here as well. Y says, Jerome, I forgot you already talked about it. Talk about the Huawei Y9A, please. I don't have that as a story either. Why? You're going to have to understand that some of these stories, it really just depends on how interested I am on talking about it. If there's something interesting about it, I'd bring it up. I didn't even see that come up on my newsfeed, though. I don't know. I'll have to take a look. Edgar Hernandez is in here. Hey, guys. Edgar, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. Raf B says Pixel 4a and Pixel Buds are what I'm eyeing for. So Pixel, you're not able to get a Pixel 4a right now until September. Are you in the States? I don't know where you're at, Raf. Let me know. I would assume the Pixel Buds would be pretty easy to order. I'm sure the 4a might have a little back stock, or it's pushed back a little bit. I'm not sure. Tim Schumann is in here. My sis and her husband both just picked up 4As. Tim, that's awesome. It's weird to see Tim in here. Well, it's not weird to see Tim in here. Tim's in here, but Tim's not much of a tech guy, or at least no. I take that back. But that's very interesting. Is who Who put them onto the 4A? What, I'm kind of curious. What made them get the 4A? Was it just because of the price? Like, I don't think it's heavily marketed, so I'm just not sure how people are aware of that 4A, unless you told them. Just curious. Just curious. All right. Deepak is in here. Hey, Jerome, what's going on, Deepak? He's saying hello to everybody. Deepak, nice to see you. Mario's in here as well. What's going on, Jerome? Guys, thank you so much for stopping by. It is great to see regulars in here. It really does feel like a family, and I really appreciate it. Guys, thank you so much for stopping by. Ted says, Humph, bet if you stayed with your moms, we would get some camera. You might be right. But should I move back? Should I move back with my mom so then I don't have to worry about paying rent? That's a funny comment. Very funny comment. Paul Hendricks is in here as well. Whenever you feel like it, man. I'm looking forward to Arnold. I know a lot of people are. I really need to get them out. It is just very time-consuming process. Douglas Manor. Douglas, how's it going? Douglas, have I seen you in here before? I really don't like repairing the Pixel phones. I'll be honest with you. I don't really like repairing phones, period. That's why I still wish phones would have removable backs, but obviously none of our phones anymore have removable backs or removable batteries. They're all soldered in there. So it can force us to just buy a new. Look at me. I'm just showing off at this point. Here are my phones. Look at them. All of you. Look at all my phones. I have more over there. Douglas, welcome to the stream. Y says it'll be an affordable pop-up camera. Oh, nice. Huawei phone that's coming soon. I'll have to check it out. Tim says not a phone nerd. That's kind of what I was getting at, Tim. Anyway, Tim, welcome. Okay. Tim says her husband is a sysadmin and he's big into controlling his own devices. So he pulled the trigger on them a couple months back and they just got them apparently. There you go. Awesome. Big House says, Ted, I'm sure Jerome is loving his own space. I am. This is like I was in a 10 by 12 bedroom or 12 by 12 bedroom or whatever it is. And now I have 375 square feet of space, and it's the biggest amount of space ever. No, it's really nice to have my own space again. Luke Van Bruggen. Luke, welcome to the stream. Nice to catch it live again. Nice to have you, Luke. Welcome. Hi, Luke. How's it going, man? Tony is in here as well. Tony Brogan. Hi, Jerome. Brofist. Brofist. Here's a crazy thought for you. Wouldn't it be a dream if you could say buy a phone, for example, a Pixel 4a, but you had the option to choose processor A, B, or C. So an extra 50 pounds and long term. Yeah, no, I would love that. Somebody kind of brought something similar up yesterday, but that was in regards to a software update. But yeah, you know what would be even better? Like the Moto X days, right? Where you could kind of customize your phone, but it's like, I would love that. Pick your processor, right? Pick your chipset, pick your SoC, pick how much RAM, pick how much hard drive storage, right? Kind of just like building your own laptop. I would love to see that. Do you want an ultra wide sensor? Do you want a macro sensor? Do you want all three? Like I would love all of that. Would you like a bigger battery? Would you want dust and water resistance? So then you can oh my God, can you imagine if phones came that way? They won't do that though, because they're not going to make enough money. But yeah, that would be awesome, Tony. That would be awesome. Tony, welcome to the stream. Big House says, nice collection of devices, Jerome. I got more, Big House. They're over there somewhere. These are the 4 that I kind of have been rotating with lately. So I'm not even going to put that up, Ted. Ted, you're a riot. KG, yo, what's up, Jay? Been listening to your stream since March or April. KG, thank you for the love. KG, have I seen you in here before? Finally, no, maybe you've just been lurking, huh? Finally made a comment on your live. But I also got a problem if y'all help me out here in the live. KG, bring it up. Let's talk about it. I mean, again, we have a slow news day today, so let's have a discussion. Let's talk about things. Raph says, San Jose. I guess they don't have ready stocks. I might check Amazon. Yeah, you might as well. That's kind of why I pre-ordered it as soon as they made it available. I just wasn't sure, if they were going to have it in stock for the Pixel 4a. Y says this Nokia 5.3 is not a great deal. A Redmi Note 8 or a Redmi 9 are way better deals. Thank you. Y, we'll get into that in a second. KG says, so I bought a 7T new from B&H a week ago. Did you get the one that was on a deal for like $399? And I think I received a refurbished 7T instead because everything off the package, everything was off from the package and the phone box. And the SIM slot says 11 and it should be 0. KG, I mean, like, I couldn't tell you whether or not it's refurbished, but if you're feeling weary about it, return it. Go ahead and return it. I wouldn't even hesitate. If you're thinking it's refurbished or something's off with it, return it. I mean, you have the 30 days, right? You got it. Oh yeah, you said you got it a week ago. So do that. Yeah, take a second and I think I solved your problem. And then buy something else or buy another one. All right, guys, let's kind of get into it. The first story I have today is from GSM Arena that's talking about the Nokia 5.3 and C3 making their way to India, and then a 150 and 125 tag along. I haven't kept up with Nokia in forever. I know nothing about this Nokia 5.3. I know nothing about this Nokia C3 or this 150 or the 125 or the fact that they're making their way to India and I live in the States, but I figure we might as well see what's up with this. Again, it is a slower news day today, so slim pickings when it comes to news. So HMD has brought over 2 more smartphone offerings for the Indian market, the 5.3 and C3. Alongside them, HMD is bringing the Nokia 125 and 150 feature phones. Feature phones are not smartphones, right? I think. The 5.3 is built around a 6.55-inch IPS LCD, so an HD plus display, a water drop notch, which is right here, and an 8-megapixel selfie cam around the back, a 13-megapixel primary shooter, a 5-megapixel ultra wide, and two 2-megapixel modules, one for macro and one for depth. So really a triple array camera system. The phone runs on a Snap 665, so a lower end chipset with 4 gigs of RAM or 6 gigs of RAM and 64 gigs of internal storage, which is also expandable via micro SD. The battery comes in at 4,000 milliamp hours, USB-C, and charges at 10 watts. The software is Android 10 with the Android 1 overlay. So stock Android, right? Android 1, right? Am I correct in saying that? Android 1 is still stock Android, correct? There's nothing different about it. It's completely stock. The Nokia 5.3 starts at, what is this? 14,000 INR. How much is that? So 14,000 rupees, right? And then that is $188.60 in the US. So around $200 for the US. I mean, pretty cheap, right? While the 64 gig trim will go for 16,000 rupees, which is, I'm guessing, closer to $200. September 1st. And then the Nokia C3 comes with a 6-inch HD plus LCD. Sorry, let me get back into here. And sizable bezels all around. Those bezels are huge. Huge bezels. It runs on a Unisoc. I don't even know what that is. 9863 SoC paired with 2 or 3 gigs of RAM and 16 or 32 gigs of expandable storage. There's a single 8-megapixel camera on the back, while the front packs a 5-megapixel selfie shooter. So obviously a very low-end budget phone. 3,040 milliamp hour battery, and then it starts at 7,500 INR, which is $101.03 US. So a very cheap phone here. Is this also Android 1? I'm assuming it's Android 1. A programmable express key for launching apps or the Google Assistant. That's pretty cool. So like, here's the thing is like, these phones are great for people who need them. Again, I'm going to say this. This is TNT Joe-Fi. This is stuff that I find interesting. I don't really find this very interesting. It's not. For me, I feel like I want something that is still higher up in the in the processing power. Actually, I will tell you on my look at how oily I keep. It's just in the light. It looks so gross. Um, so I ran into my first app today where I actually noticed the Pixel 4a ran kind of sluggish. So I was running TaskRabbit today. No, yesterday. And I noticed that it takes a while to load up and it takes a while to pull things up. And when I compared it running my iPhone 11 Pro, the iPhone 11 Pro ran TaskRabbit a lot quicker. That is the very first app I've had so far on my Pixel 4a that kind of ran sluggish. Just an FYI. So again, that 730 is taking a slight hit when it comes to, I don't know why TaskRabbit, is it heavily resourced? Why did that app take it? But I tried it multiple times and it runs slower than, like, the other apps don't seem to have that kind of slowness to it, but TaskRabbit ran really slow. Why did I have TaskRabbit open? I'm getting curtains hung tomorrow because I'm awful at carpentry and I don't like drilling stuff and I'm not good at measuring, and I'm having curtain rods installed tomorrow. And I'm gonna have like nice sheer curtains hung up in the back. You guys don't care. Actually, I might get this fixed tomorrow too. If the guy has time, I'm gonna have him use that little thing to like get this ugly cable out of the way as I showcase it. All right. Let's go back and talk about these Nokia phones. So the 125, yeah. So these are like old school. These are the phones I used to buy back in the day. The Nokia 125 and the Nokia 150. In addition, HMD brought over two feature phones with the Nokia 125 and 150. They feature 2.4-inch QVGA screen, simple, clean polycarbonate designs, and promise long-lasting battery life. The two have identical footprints and run on the Series 30 Plus platform. Blah, blah, blah. They're 2,300 rupees. So super cheap. Super cheap. Okay. Actually, I have this video here that I didn't watch and I'm not going to, I'm not going to make a big stink about it, but it is an unboxing that somebody had for this Nokia 5.3. I'm going to let this play in the background while, is that better? That's better. We'll do that while I go through comments. So you guys can watch this unboxing with no audio because I'm not playing audio on it, right? There's no audio, right? Was there audio playing? Okay, no, it's off. All right, so this is the Nokia 5.3 unboxing from, who is this? Gadgets 360. So for anybody who's curious about this phone, you can watch it here as I go through comments. I figure we might as well give you a visual than just this. I know this face is very lovely, but I think you guys would rather watch an unboxing instead. So let me have that up there. So let me go through chat and see what else is going on. Okay. Scrolling down. Y says, can somebody tell me how to properly pronounce Nokia? Is it Nokia? Isn't it Nokia? Is it something different? I don't know. KG says, yes, $400. How to check the phone if it's new or refurbished, how to check the RTN on the phone. So like, I'm the wrong person to ask KG. Hopefully someone in chat can help. I don't know if there's a way. Couldn't you just, I don't know how you would check if a phone is new or refurbished, actually. Maybe somebody in chat can help because I really don't know. If anybody here can help KG out, figure out how to find out if his phone was really new or if it was refurbished, please help him out. Also, for anybody that just came into the chat, yes, this is an unboxing of the Nokia 5.3 because we were just talking about this phone and I just thought I'd put it up while I read through comments. Okay. Ted says, speaking of India, there's a brand that is licensing two BlackBerry handsets, the Excelsior, that is just for the Indian market, no physical keyboard. Interesting. I didn't know that. Team Varai is in here. Team Varai, how's it going? Can't wait to hear Nintendo's part on the Switch. Hi, everyone. Yeah, we'll go through that today. We'll talk about the Nintendo Switch for 2021. I'm kind of curious. I got rid of my Nintendo Switch and I figured I don't know, maybe I'll buy another one again. Just depends on the money. Raf V says, we Pinoys pronounce it Nokia. Well, that's what I mean, doesn't everyone call it Nokia? Or do they call it Nokia? Oh, maybe they call it Nokia. Nokia. Anyway, let me move on here. Let me put this back here. Team Verizon says, I saw the review on the Nokia 5.3. Apparently, it uses some durable plastic for the back. I wonder if that plastic is better than the plastic on the Pixel 4a. Y says, my biggest problem with the Switch is the joystick, though if the quote Pro is real, then a bump from 32 gigs to hopefully 128 gigs of storage would be great. I want to talk about that Switch. We're going to talk about that in a bit. I have a couple questions for that. Ted says, has the Pixel 4a ever gotten hot? So Ted, not really. Not really. The only time I've noticed lag is now with TaskRabbit. And when I first got the phone and I tried to download 18 million apps, all the apps, when I had a completely stock phone, Virgin phone, whatever, like with not my apps on it. When I was trying to download everything from the Play Store, that was the only time that it lagged. It might have gotten hot then, but I don't really notice it get like super warm or super hot. But today or yesterday using TaskRabbit and today was really the first time I noticed any kind of considerable, I won't even call it lag. It just took a while for the screens to pop up. That's really what it was more than anything else. Deepak says, in Europe, we pronounce it Nokia. Nokia? Am I saying that right? Nokia. Nokia. Okay. All right. I don't know. Team Verizon says, oh, Jerome, no cap. Yeah. I figured not to wear one today. I'm like, oh, my hair is growing out. I might as well put it on display. All right. Big Al says, look, burner phones. Exactly. All right, there you go. You guys watch that unboxing. Hopefully it was entertaining. I don't know if it was or not. I just whatever. Y says, in India, the Note 9 is cheaper than the 5.3 and has a better 1080p, a 5020 milliamp hour battery, and an 18-watt charger, making the 5.3 incredibly overpriced there. Not a good look on Nokia. Thank you for sharing, Y. Thank you. Big House says, hey, it's an Android One device. Updates. Very true. Ted says, contact OnePlus and give them the IMEI, and they might let you know. There you go, KG. Hopefully that helps. Maybe that's something that'll help out. Big House says, yes, why? That battery on the Note 9 is a beast. 50-20 milliamp hours. I can't kill it in a day. Yeah. Y says, Jerome, you got it. I've heard both pronunciations. I guess both are correct then. It's like the brand Asus. ASUS. Is it Asus or is it Asus? Right? For the longest time, I always called it Asus. And lately I feel like I feel like the proper pronunciation is Asus. I don't know. Deepak says the Note 9 has an amazing price / performance value. There you go. Wyatt Wolford says, or Nokia. No one calls it that, do they? Wyatt, do people call it Nokia? Am I crazy or are you messing with me? Noel is in here. Noel, no last. Noel, no last name. I was gonna say no last nama. No, hair looks good without the cap, by the way. Thank you, Noel. Thank you. That's I appreciate you saying that. Look at that. Tony Brogan became a YouTube member. Tony, thank you so much for being a new YouTube member. It's the first time I've had a YouTube member in a minute. I feel like most people have been kind of like, no, Tony, thank you so much. Thank you for joining the Phone Jerome fam. I should have like confetti and music play. Tony, thank you for being a new YouTube member. You now have the benefits of being a YouTube member, such as having the green in your name in chat. You'll have the red Chicago star next to your name. You will also have the option to use custom emoji, which is a great segue for this. So you get to use this custom emoji that's right here, and you'll get your name in every single one of my intros and outros of my live streams. Tony, thank you for being a new YouTube member. For anybody else who might be wondering how to be a new YouTube member, all you got to do is click this join button. Yes, guys, I'm marketing. This is my salesman pitch. I'm an awful salesman, so please bear with me. Anyway, you can click... You can be a YouTube member for as little as 99 cents a month. All you got to do is click this blue join button. If you can't find that blue join button, you can go to youtube.com/phone Jerome /join. Tony Brogan, thank you so much for being a new YouTube member. Tony Brogan, thank you for being a supporter. I do appreciate it. It means a lot to me. Guys, thank you. Thank you for that support. Thank you so much. Okay. Adway Charma says, holy haircut. Yeah, I mean, guys, I do have hair. I don't have a lot. Like I'm very thin up here, but I still have some hair left, whatever it is. uh okay. Anyway, Tony, thank you so much, man. Thank you. All right. You know what? I have another story about Apple and the Switch. So let me run through those. And I think I might spend a little time today showing you pictures I took at night of my Pixel 4a. Might as well. Might as well. So, oh, I need to remove this holy haircut. I'd wait. Welcome to the stream, by the way. All right. So the next story I have here is from Mac Rumors about Apple releasing the sixth beta for iOS 14 and iPad OS 14 to developers. I have a iPhone 11 Pro, and I have yet to install iOS 14 on it. I don't know why I've been taking so long. It's because I don't use it anymore as my daily. I use this lately. I swear to you, this is the only phone I've been carrying. I don't even carry two phones. Lately, I don't even carry two phones anymore. I've just been carrying my Pixel 4a. That's how solid this phone has been. Pretty damn solid. Anyway, I should update iOS 14 to my iPhone 11 Pro, though. So this article says today, Apple seeded the sixth betas for iOS 14 and iPad OS 14. It introduces a redesigned home screen that supports widgets on iPhone for the first time. Plus, widgets have been redesigned and can now be customized in 3 sizes through the new widgets gallery. Okay, that's cool. That's new then. An app library shows all of the apps installed on an iPhone in one place, both in an icon view and in an alphabetical list. So have you guys, for anyone that has an iPhone, have you put iOS 14 on it yet? Are you running the beta or whatever for iOS 14? I don't know why it's taking me so long. Why does this have AIM? Who's still using AIM in 2020? Am I crazy? Why is AIM here? Okay. Incoming phone calls and FaceTime calls no longer take up the entire iPhone, iPad display. Siri requests have also been minimized, so summoning Siri doesn't monopolize the screen. So it looks like they're making small updates, which is great. App Clips lets users take advantage of some app features without needing to download a full app. Useful for quick actions like purchasing a coffee, making a restaurant reservation, blah, 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 blah. In the Messages app, you can now pin important conversations, use @mentions in group chats, which is great, and take advantage of inline replies to keep multi-person conversations better organized. While this is great for messages for iPhone, just do yourself a favor, people. Just download Telegram. Why are you wasting your time using any other app, messaging app, instead of Telegram? Please, I'm just kidding. Use whatever messaging app you're good with. I love Telegram, so I'm just going to tout it here. I'm not paid by Telegram, by the way. I'm just saying. Okay, cycling directions are available in the Maps app. The Health app supports Apple Watch's new sleep tracking feature. Digital car keys lets an iPhone be used in lieu of a physical key, which I think is a great feature. That's coming soon to BMWs, and CarPlay now lets users set wallpapers. A new Translate app provides text and voice translations to and from 11 languages. There's a lot. It looks like a lot of updates for Beta 6 for iOS 14. It's available to registered developers and public beta testers at this time. Beta testing for iOS 14 will last for a couple of months, with the update set to be released in the fall alongside new iPhones. So there you go. That's what you got for iOS 14. I know I just took a very small amount of time to do it, but I am only this interested in it right now. So actually what I want to do is I want to go ahead and I want to talk about the Nintendo Switch. I don't know how many of you guys own a Nintendo Switch, or any of you, are you just waiting for the new Xbox to come out? Are you waiting for the new PlayStation 5 to come out? But there's been a lot of talk about how the Nintendo Switch is going to be revamped or get an upgrade in 2021. So this article from Slash Gear says the 2021 Nintendo Switch details keep on leaking. I used to own the original Nintendo Switch and I really liked it. I just never played it much. And then I ended up selling it. but it looks like a new upgrade is coming or an update or whatever. So let's talk about it. Yesterday, we heard a new report that claimed Nintendo would release a new Switch model at some point early next year. The information supposedly came from sources within Nintendo's supply chain, though ultimately it didn't tell us much. I didn't realize that they were talking about early 2021. So maybe just shortly after the holiday season, which is not too far from now. This could be a new Nintendo Switch in 6 months or so. All right. Today, we're getting some new information about this console, and it seems it may be accompanied by a bunch of new games as well. So says Bloomberg, which spoke to people with knowledge of Nintendo's plans. While these anonymous sources weren't able to give many concrete details regarding the specifications of the new Switch, they say those haven't been finalized yet. They did say that Nintendo has at least considered a more powerful processor and support for 4K graphics. So yeah, having 4K graphics is great because right now it says here the standard Switch outputs at a max of 720p resolution in handheld mode and 1080p in TV mode. For years now, rumors have been circulating about a so-called Switch Pro that's more powerful than the standard Switch. And it certainly sounds like this console will be that Switch Pro if it ever sees the light of day. So is the Switch Pro a rumor? Did Nintendo ever officially say they were going to be releasing a Switch Pro? I'm asking you guys in chat because I don't know and I'm curious. So I just want info, and I know I can talk to chat and ask questions if they know about it. As always, take reports like this with a grain of salt, but in any case, it'll be interesting to see what happens next year. Nintendo definitely isn't at the stage where it's thinking of releasing a full-blown Switch successor, but with the Xbox One X and the PlayStation 5 on the horizon, Nintendo will likely want to launch something to bring attention back to its own business. Whether that's a new Switch model or just a boatload of new game releases, or both, remains to be seen. So I swear I read another article that said that they are planning on updating the Nintendo Switch to be more powerful, and that there's going to be a bunch of new games that will be coming alongside with it. Six says, I have a Switch. It lays there looking at me. LOL. I wanted to get an Xbox Series X, but there's no Halo at launch. I'm just waiting for the PS5 and Spider-Man at launch. A lot of people talk about PS5 and that Spider-Man game. Feels like that is like the game to get. Really bummed because right now there's reason. Are you saying there's no reason, or there's no reason to buy an Xbox? I kind of want another console. I just don't know if I should buy a Switch or a new PS5 or a new Xbox. I am not much of a PlayStation person. I've owned all the Xboxes that have come out. I've owned a Nintendo Switch, but they usually just end up collecting dust. Six says there's no reason. LOL. Sorry, you're good, Six. You're good. Thank you for sharing. So yeah, I don't know. I kind of want to Switch just for the portability, but I have a feeling I probably will not be playing it much, especially as busy as I am. I just don't know if I'm going to be actually using it. Y says there's no official announcement of the Pro, so it's just something that people have assumed is coming. Nintendo tries to be so secretive. They outright lie about not having revisions that end up releasing later on. Well, that's annoying. I guess they really just want to keep things under wraps. So I don't know. I feel like I'm probably going to get a console sometime down the road. I just don't know what it's going to be. I want something for this TV to occasionally play, or if I have like people over in my tiny shoebox of an apartment. I was like, well, maybe I should have a console to play. I don't know. All right. Let me scroll up here and just make sure I didn't miss anybody. I don't think I did. Okay. So I thought there was going to be more to talk about with the Switch. But I guess that's it. I don't know why I thought I would have more to talk about. I know you guys are in chat here, so I'm going to try to entertain this chat and keep talking about it just for a little longer. I wish Nintendo would add achievements or trophies like Xbox or PlayStation. That gives me more of an incentive to play Nintendo games. That's actually a fair assessment. I mean, why hasn't Nintendo done that? Actually, because I know Nintendo has their online system. Has that online system gotten better? Has it gotten better since it first released? Because I know when the online system came for Nintendo, it kind of seemed really rudimentary. It seemed really simple. I don't know if it's as robust as it used to be. That's the thing. Like, I don't know how good that system has gotten over time. The online system, I mean. Oh, geez. Black conservative patriot with a $25 super chat. Geez. Wow. Holy cow. Oh yeah, I was gonna say I don't think I've seen you in here before. New sub. Pixel / Note 10 are my dailies. Which Pixel? Which Pixel? I put iOS 14 on my 11 Pro Max, a little buggy, but it got better with each beta update. Thank you for sharing that. I've been meaning to put it on mine, but I just haven't. But iPhone is not my daily driver, so the bugs were tolerable. Yeah, the bugs would definitely be a lot more tolerable when it isn't your daily driver. I wouldn't use it on my everyday phone. Thank you for sharing that info, but Black Conservative Patriot, thank you for the $25 super chat. Holy cow, that is a huge super chat. I will be sure to add you into my intros and outros to my daily streams, or the intros and outros, to show you as a super chatter. Black Conservative Patriot, thank you so much for your support. That really means a lot to me, especially from somebody that's new. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm very surprised. I don't really see super chats coming anyway, but thank you so much for the support, man. I appreciate it. Also, let me know what Pixel you're running. I'm curious if you're running a 4, 3, 2, OG, 3A, 4A. What else am I missing? 3A XL? Anyway, Black Conservative Patriot. That is a very long name to say. Thank you for the super chat, man. Wow. Thank you so much. I'm very grateful. I'm humbled by the generous donation. So thank you so much. Thank you again. All right. KG says, I missed that. Oops. I think online is still the same as an online service, but for classic games, it's okay. Thank you, Y, for sharing that. I wasn't sure where that was at. KG says, should I buy a Pixel 4a now or wait for a 4a 5G? I'm so frustrated with my new 7T right now. It feels like a refurbished phone since it should be new. B&H sucks. Don't go there, guys. Well, I can't say that, KG. My experience with B&H has been very positive, but I'm sorry that you've had a frustrating experience. I mean, if I were you, KG, just go ahead and return it if you're really worried about it. Like, I wouldn't even think twice. If you think it's refurbished or you think something's up with it, go ahead and just return it. Just get your money back and figure out what your next phone is going to be. Whether you should get a 4A now or a 4A 5G, I think one of the questions I'd ask you is, how long do you think you'd be keeping your 4A? If you think you're going to be keeping that phone for over 2 years, I would maybe wait and maybe consider a 4A 5G instead. And then I think another question is what your priorities are. Because if you bought a 7T, I'm guessing your priority is maybe more in performance. And maybe there was a deal not too long ago for the OnePlus 7T Pro. And that was a $400 deal. And another deal like that might come up again. Although that deal, I think, was on B&H. So if you're frustrated with B&H, I don't know if that's the right place to go. But if you have a 7T right now, I just don't think you're going to get that same kind of performance with a 4A. And maybe your better bet would be to wait for a 4A 5G if you're thinking about a Pixel. Because it's going to be $500 though, so you're going to be paying $100 more. And whether or not that $100 is worth it to you, I don't think you're going to get that $100 out of the performance, but you will get a better deal for the camera. That's a hard choice, because somebody who buys a OnePlus 7T, I think, is usually buying it for their big display, for the performance, and like the very like smooth, fluid experience. Not that you're not going to get that with a Pixel, because you will. I just don't know if that performance is going to be suitable enough for you. Something to think about, something to chew on. Anyway, that's a great question, though. That's a great question. Okay, let me scroll down here. Team Verizon says, my Switch has a bit of drift, but it comes and goes. What does that mean, drift? Oh, is it the joystick thing? Is that what people are talking about? There's an issue with the joystick? That sucks. Is there a way to fix that? I'm curious how that works. Okay. Team Verizon also says, to be honest, if they ever make a new one, I hope they use better build materials as much as I love my Switch. I never noticed build quality issues with mine, but I didn't realize that there were issues like that. Yeah, that's what you guys are talking about, Joy-Con drift. Huh. Yeah, Paul says I'd wait, KG. There you go. Jason Lim is in here. Hi all. Google should have made. Here we go. I love it because I feel like we can never stop talking about the Pixel here. We always end up somehow coming back to the Pixel. Okay, Jason says, hi all. Google should have made the 4A with a 730G chipset, 6 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of internal storage. The budget, the 4A 5G with the 765G, 8 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of storage, and 2 cameras. So the thing that's different here that Jason is saying is the 4A 5G is only going to have 6 gigs of internal storage. And then as the mid-range, and then the 5 with an 865 plus, I would have loved that, Jason. 8 or 12 gigs of RAM, I would have also loved that, Jason. 128 or 512 gigs of internal storage and a 3-camera setup as their flagship. I can't argue with that at all, Jason. That's I feel very similarly there. Oddweight says, Jason, by the way, welcome. Oddweight says, why don't you upgrade your PC? Run an HDMI cable to your TV. I could, but my PC's here, and then my TV's over there, and like I don't want to run a cable. Like, look at how ugly this cable is already. I can't wait to get that fixed. I mean, I could, but like, so like, yeah. I don't know. That would be great though, Oddweight. But I will also say I have a mini PC that I use as my mini home theater system. So that's what I have instead. And that's something I was thinking about putting up. But to be honest with you, so like I've said this many times, I don't. Let me get this switch out of here now. I don't really watch much TV anymore. And honestly, I watch YouTube and Twitch more than anything else. I don't watch Netflix. I don't pay for Netflix because I just don't want to spend the money. I don't have Disney Plus. I don't have Hulu. I don't have Peacock. I don't have HBO Max or whatever all those things are. I don't have any other streaming things anymore. I just watch YouTube and Twitch. Those are the only 2 things I watch. But I would, if I don't know, maybe I'll set up that PC again. It's just been a minute. Paul says, and I believe with IMEI, you can check. There you go, KG. Hopefully that helps. Telwonk says, doesn't B&H have a restocking fee? Oh, that sucks. I didn't realize that. I have to pay extra to return a monitor. Well, that does suck. That sucks. Okay. Black Conservative Patriot says, BCP. Just call me BCP for short. I'll remember that next time. I was going to, that doesn't even correspond to what I was. BCP. Got it. I have all the Pixels up to, but not including the new 4A, 3XL, and Note 10 Plus are my faves. Well, thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. So you're like me. You've owned every Pixel. I never owned a 3A either, but the 4A is the very first A series I've ever owned. So there you go. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Also, thank you again for the support, man. Big House says, I've had no issues with B&H. I got my LG G8X and Moto Edge through them, no issues. And so like, it's been the same for me. I've ordered many things from there, and I'm not just talking phones. I order a lot of my camera equipment on B&H. So I haven't had a bad experience, but, you know, like it's fair enough for KG to point that out. You know, if people are having bad experiences, please share them, because not everyone is going to have the same experience at the end of the day. Alan Stevenson is in the building. Alan, what's going on, man? Welcome, welcome. The OnePlus 8 Pro was the fastest Android I've ever used, but the cameras I could not deal with coming from a Pixel. So this sentiment is pretty much the consensus that I think I can positively guarantee for almost everybody. OnePlus phones are wonderful. They're great phones. OnePlus phones are amazing in terms of its hardware, in terms of its performance, and in a lot of ways might even outperform Pixels when it comes to a clean experience. Great, great hardware. The cameras are always the questionable things. And it's not that the cameras are bad on the OnePluses. I think they can be improved once you get Gcam on them. I think they're even better. But I think where the OnePlus suffers is at night. Even with Gcam, I think they'll still be better, but I don't think they're up to snuff when it comes to pixel quality, when it comes to iPhone quality. And then video is another story on top of that. Completely different story. So yes, Alan, I completely agree. I'm with you there. Wise says, though, to be honest, I've never used a Nintendo Switch online, so I cannot be sure. Yeah, I don't think their online experience is that good to begin with. So I was just wondering if it's gotten any better since then. Yeah, Paul says, KG, I can't send links. Just search on keywords, check refurbished OnePlus. There you go. Raf B says, update. Delivery is either September 2nd or 3rd for the Pixel 4a. There you go. Oh, yes. Saying goodbye to my Pixel 3a XL. It has served me really well. I'm curious. What does the 3a XL go for? What did the 3a XL sell for? And what do they go for now? Is the resale value still good on it? I'm curious. Matthew Williams is in here. Matthew, how's it going? Do you think the pop-up camera is now a thing of the past, or can you see it coming back? For me, I hate notches and hole punches. I would go as far as saying no front-facing camera. Wow, Matthew, that is a very bold statement. Matthew, welcome, by the way. Matthew, have we talked before? Have I said hi to you before? If not, welcome to the stream. Nice to have somebody. Always nice to have a new face stop by. But Matthew, you and I, we see eye to eye. I am not a fan of notches. I'm not a fan of hole punches, punch holes, water drops, tear drops, pill capsule shaped things on the front. While yes, I can live with them, I am not a fan of them. Brian isn't in here because I know Brian's probably working right now. But Brian and I, we feel very similarly. I think if it was up to me, I would rather have a small bezel on the top and bottom instead of having a hole punch hole, whatever, as long as the bezel wasn't ridiculously like ugly. I would rather have that. And while you're putting a top and bottom small bezel, you might as well put front firing dual stereo speakers. If it was up to me and if I could build a phone, that's how I would build it. And I would add I would put a camera there instead of a water drop or whatever. But to go back to what you were saying, I know I went off on a tangent, Matthew. If it was up to me, I would rather have a pop-up camera instead. Like, I would love a pop-up camera. Do I think it's a thing of the past? I think it's a thing of the past. I don't want it to be a thing of the past. I don't want it to be a thing of the past. But I think one of the reasons you're not seeing them as often is because of either the price, the manufacturing price involved to do it, and then the fact that now we're starting to see who is the company that released it? Why am I forgetting? Who just made the under cam? Is it Vivo? Who the hell made the under the cam selfie cam or whatever? Under display camera. Why am I forgetting? Anyway, now that's coming out. And even though it's probably not going to be any good, I think that's now going to be the wave. You're going to see people bringing Big House there. It said ZTE. Sorry, I just saw it pop up there. ZTE. Thank you, Big House. So now that those are coming, I don't think pop-up cameras are going to be a thing they're going to be doing in the future, which is unfortunate because I've never owned a camera. I've never owned a phone with a pop-up selfie cam, and I always wanted one. I think it's still a cool feature. I know it's not everybody's thing. I don't think everybody wants something like that, but you know, yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it becoming a, there's not going to be a push for it, is what I'm saying. So I'm kind of disappointed about that, but it's funny though, Matthew, how you say that you would go as far as saying you would not even have a front facing camera. I can't say that. I still like having a front facing camera. I still use it. I will still occasionally take a selfie. So for me, I still need a front facing camera, but I hear your frustration and I understand. I'm with you there. So, all right. Brian is in here. I just mentioned you, Brian. Oh, there you go. Brian says, made it to the stream. What I miss? You missed the Switch. You missed Nokia. And I think that's it. And Brian saying special thanks to Tony and BCP. He said, call him BCP. So I'm going to do that. for the support. But yes, Brian, thank you for shouting them out. And Brian also with a $1 super chat. Brian, thank you so much, man. Appreciate the support as always. Brian is a regular contributor. Also, while we're at this point, I might as well say, if you guys are in here and you guys have not had a chance, please support, hit that thumbs up button. I know that's a weird, cheesy marketing thing, and I hate doing it, but it's a way to help grow the channel. So if you guys can take a quick second, it's free. It doesn't cost any money. All you got to do is hit that thumbs up. That's a great way to support. And if you have not hit that subscribe button, what are you waiting for? I stream weekdays at 2 p.m. Central for the last, I don't know how long now. I am a longtime YouTuber. I've been doing this for 5+ years, and I do these daily streams, and I talk to you guys in chat, and I talk about tech news, and we talk about phones, and I give you unbiased opinions. And what else more could you ask for? I mean, why haven't you hit that subscribe button? I'm very full of myself lately. Guys, just please support. It's a way to keep this channel going. It's a way to help me do what I do, and I appreciate it at the end of the day. So, guys, thank you so much. All right, let's go ahead and see what else I missed here. Oddweight says, you mean, oh yeah, HTPC. It's been a while, Oddweight. I'm sorry. Yeah, home theater PC. There you go. Alan says, for any students in here, sign up with Spotify using your school email. You get Spotify, Hulu, and Showtime, all for $4.99 a month. That's so cheap. I'm jealous. Thank you for sharing that, Alan. That's a great deal. Why haven't I even seen that? Has that deal been around for a while? Thank you for sharing that, Alan. That's a great deal. If there's one thing I love promoting in here, it's great deals. And yes, for anyone that's a student, take Alan's advice here. Sign up with Spotify using your school email. And I used to do that with Spotify. I used my school email, and I got such a cheap deal, and then I stopped being a student, and so now I pay. Well, my Spotify is only $3 a month because I'm on a family plan. I pay $15 a month with 6 people or something like that. Anyway, I pay a really cheap deal for it. Anyway, okay. So Y is saying it originally retailed for $479, the 3A XL. Oh wow, that's a lot more expensive than I thought. Holy cow! Thank you, Y. I didn't realize it sold for that. No idea on the resale value, but I'll be handing this over to my girlfriend who likes a simple phone with a good camera. And that is the best way to describe a A-series phone. She's going to be very jealous, Raf, that you're going to have your 4 and it's going to be performing way. So from what I've heard, people who have a 3A who upgraded to a 4A, they notice the performance difference right away. She's going to be jelly, Raf. Why are you giving her a hand? I'm just kidding. You should be buying her a 4. I'm not. Let's continue. Matthew says, no, I'm from England. Been a follower of your channel for a while, but first time here. Thank you, Matthew. Thank you so much, man. Thank you for being a longtime supporter. Guys, I love the support. I love that you guys have been sticking around. It really means a lot to me. So thank you guys. Thank you so much. Okay. Brian says, small bezels, add some badass front-facing speakers, a notification light. Yes, the notification light as well, and sensors for face unlock. There you go. There you go. Big House says, get an Asus Zenfone 6. It has a rotating rear camera that rolls over for use as a front camera too. I've seen phones that do that or heard about that. That's great also. Vizikos is in here. Vizikos, what's going on? Nubia 20 with a back screen needs a successor. I know I'm late. You're good, Vizikos. Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. Brian says, we better keep our university emails. So that's the thing. I still have my university email from DePaul. My email still works from DePaul, but when I tried to use it on Spotify, it wanted me to show them that I was still a current student, and I couldn't do that. So it wouldn't work for me for Spotify. Noel says, off-topic question, do you think big YouTube phone reviewers are becoming less and less relatable and therefore reliable? Feels like most people have one phone for 2 years while YouTubers switch constantly. How can I answer this? This is a sensitive topic. I'm not really sensitive. I'll be honest with you. So do you think big YouTube phone reviewers are becoming less and less relatable and therefore reliable? You know what? I'm gonna take a second here, and I'm gonna share a comment that somebody posted on my video yesterday. So I can't speak to everybody, Noel, but um, I think there might be a case for that. I think I think that there are probably some I think that there are probably some big YouTube tech reviewers that probably are not as relatable as they used to be. And I say that because they probably get so many phones that they don't take the proper time to really review them. And to be honest with you, I rotate through a lot of phones. If I can tell you the phones that I do use on a daily basis that I can at least give you a fair review on, it's the iPhone 11 Pro, it's the Pixel 4, and I mean, I haven't even had enough time to really test my Huawei P40 Pro Plus because I ended up getting my Pixel 4a, right? Which now is my daily driver. But yeah, I think somebody who doesn't use a phone daily, who uses it for 2 weeks or a month and a half or whatever, I don't think they can really give you the full scope of how good a phone is. That's my opinion. I can't name people because I I think you guys know this. I don't watch a lot of other tech reviewers. I don't. And that has nothing to do with me not liking them, right? It has nothing to do with that. I just one of the reasons I started YouTube is because I used to watch tech reviewers and I thought they didn't cover things that was important to me. And this is 5 years ago. People didn't really talk about speaker comparisons. People didn't really talk about like the camera go in depth as I go. And that's changed. It's not, I feel like people are a lot more in depth today. But a lot of people who do YouTube, especially tech or whatever, some people might love it, but some people might be chasing that fame or whatever, or wanting to get free product. And they want to keep, so you guys know this, right? Like Google gave me a free Pixel 3. They gave me a free Pixel 3, and then they gave me a small set of rules like using hashtag Team Pixel, hashtag a gift from Google. And I think they wanted me to use it regularly. And I didn't, because the Pixel 3, like, first of all, the Pixel 3 went to shit on me. The screen turned green and I had issues with it. And then I just stopped using it. And I can't remember what I used at the time. I think I was using an S9. And I actually, at one point, I preferred that S9 for a while. I don't know if that was when I had it. I think it was. So, I get free product from companies all the time, and I usually get it one time and I never get it again because I don't bend over for these companies. I know I'm going off tangent here, but it says Noel saying it feels like most people have one phone for 2 years while YouTubers switch constantly. And that's true. It is true. When someone doesn't have a phone for long term, how can they really give you a full assessment of a phone? So at least, how can I put it? I don't use a phone for longer than a year, really, right? I switch through phones constantly, but I think I at least will tell you how it fares for me in the time I've had it. I don't think I skimp when it comes to battery life or how it affects me or what I use it for. I try to be as unbiased and as fair as possible. I'm gonna go a step further here, and I want to share a comment that somebody put on this video I put. So I made this video yesterday, and I let me get this comment out of the way here, where I said, fact, the Pixel 5 isn't worth the extra $200 over the Pixel 4a 5G. Then I said, okay, opinion, but I'm still right. I'm just joking around there. But so like I'm very blunt about how I feel about things. And I don't expect people to agree with me. I really don't. I don't care if you agree with me or if you disagree with me. I think my job is to give you the facts, give you my opinion on it, and then you take it for what you will, right? I never tell you don't buy this or don't buy that, but I can strongly encourage or discourage something. But one thing I won't do is pretend that I had this phone and I used it for 24 hours a day all day, every day, and then tell you like I don't do that, because I'm not here to give you bullshit. I'm not. So I was very adamant about how I felt here, and I still stand by it. The Pixel 5 is not worth $700. It's not going to be worth $700 if these specs are correct. The 4A 5G will be the better buy at $500. And that is going to ring true for a lot of people who value the camera experience. The camera experience for the 4A 5G will be exactly the same as the camera experience for the Pixel 5. And why would you spend $700 when you can spend $500? Or if you don't care about an ultra wide lens, then just buy the Pixel 4A for $350. Now, obviously, there are other differences. It's not just the camera experience, but for people who prioritize the camera experience, then the money, the $350, the $500 makes more sense there instead of spending $700. I know I'm going off topic here because one thing that I've told myself lately is like I really don't read comments as often as I have. I don't really respond to them as much either, just because I've been busy. But somebody was really upset today. Here it was Pixel King. So I'm gonna share this comment, and we're gonna break this down. So it wasn't that, it was this one right here. This is a very, 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 very long comment. We're gonna make this bigger. And like I'm not trying to just like call him out or whatever, but it's like, dude, you want to make a big ass comment and you want to like so okay. Let me share something here. One thing I don't like is being pigeonholed. I don't like when people typecast me as a certain something. Oh, all you tech reviewers, you know, you're the reason for like I'm not your typical tech reviewer. I know I don't watch a lot of other tech reviewers, but I am not your typical tech reviewer. Like I mean, maybe the platform has changed, maybe people have changed over time, but like I do things differently. I mean, and me sitting here giving you this honest truth right now, I don't think a lot of tech YouTubers are going to spend the time to do this. Like I know people don't do camera reviews the same way I do. Most reviewers don't. They don't take the time to go in depth the way I do. But whatever. I just don't like being like, don't put me in a box. Like I'm me. Like, do not put me in a fucking box. I am not just here's the tech YouTubers and this is how they all act. Like I don't fucking act like that. And yeah, it upsets me. It really does. So this comment here says, to be honest, we don't need 8K. LOL shit. They never gave us a fucking chance to buy our brand new flat screen TVs in 2K yet. You know why you guys, as quote tech heads, are becoming bored with the latest and greatest phones. First of all, when has the last time I've ever talked about 8K? I haven't. So this guy is just like putting me in a group of people that, you know, has complained about 8K before. I don't complain about 8K. I don't complain about 2K or 4K. Have you noticed? Has anyone noticed when I put my camera comparisons out? Do you know what quality I record my stuff in? It's always 1080p. 1080p. I don't even record in 4K. I'm not MKBHD. I don't record with the most expensive cameras or whatever. I don't use the highest quality. Anyway, so I can already tell, like, he doesn't know me. He's just putting me in this box here. They're all on the same level now. All of them are with minor things we like about each other. Weird, I know, but it's because it's the same phones with the same design and same cameras. I don't think none of the phones we have today are different than the Note 9 or iPhone XR or Pixel 3a. We finally, the wording here is very off. I don't know if it was just, he seemed very upset. We have finally a hot phone design and innovation plateau, not Plato, plateau, where we need to be slapped. Damn here, because y'all motherfuckers, tech heads, have gotten us into this shit. I personally have got no one into anything. I I'm here praising a $350 phone. I'm here complaining that this phone never deserved to be priced at $800. So yeah, like that, this is kind of why I read it and I rolled my eyes, because I'm like, okay, this guy doesn't watch my channel. He's just getting upset because I feel very strongly about, first of all, the whole video was me saying don't spend $700 on a Pixel 5 because it's not worth it. Let me continue. Because y'all keep asking for the fastest and highest spec shit and some off the wall insane ass specs when you should have just let the market grow at a steady pace. And now that the phones are $2,000 with the same level specs at $350 phone, which is where we should be, you guys are complaining because you don't see a big difference. You guys did it. That's why y'all motherfuckers get that, or that's what y'all get. I'm sick of y'all, and I'm gonna say this shit under every post. Fuck every YouTuber. Y'all don't know what the fuck anyone needs anymore. From now on out, it be what I want. If that's the Pixel 4a with one camera, it be the best phone to me. All right. Like, I'm not here to like pick on his, like the way he's talking or whatever. I'm not here to do that. But he obviously is very upset, and he thinks that tech YouTubers are the reason that phones are $2,000 right now. That's not the reason. The reason phones are the reason phones are the reason phones are as expensive as they are is because companies are greedy. Companies are going to do as much as they can to make as much profit as they want. They know that most people are not going to buy this phone anyway. They're going to price it at extraordinary amounts, and that's why they have now a mid-tier segment, right? That's why they sell phones at $400, $500, whatever. All I'm saying is, yeah, this phone is great at $350. I love this phone at this price. The Pixel 4a 5G, I think, is going to be a great deal at $500. All I was trying to say is the Pixel 5 is not worth it at $700. That's all I was trying to say. I don't know if he's either having a bad day or whatever, but it's just like, dude, like chill. Like this is not, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, he goes on and on. Like this is a very, very long, I don't even know if I'm like trying to see here what else he's saying. He's very sensitive about something here. I just don't like being grouped into this tech head kind of shit. So because y'all waste money, stop buying them to review. Let them know to stop as well. YouTube has over 1 billion users. Yo, why you think they have a third model? LOL. They know most YouTube reviewers are going to get the middle and phone to be as neutral as possible. That's the bottom line cover right there. All right. I don't even, I feel like I didn't even like really represent what I was trying to say here. But all I'm saying is like, please do not pigeonhole me into a review like with other tech people, because I am the farthest from any of that. I feel like I just ranted about something that I really didn't. I don't know. Noel, you, this is your fault, Noel. I'm blaming you. Anyway, yes. Do I think phone reviewers are becoming less and less relatable? Probably a good amount of them who receive a bunch of free phones, right? So you have to think about that as well. People who receive free phones are going to feel a certain way. They might not say things that they normally wouldn't say. They might not say things they normally would say because they want to get the next Pixel phone. They want to get the next TCL phone, Galaxy phone, whatever. They want to keep getting that product because like when I got my first free phone, it was like crazy to me. I think it was LG that gave me my first phone, or it was Motorola. I can't remember which one. But I was still very, very unbiased about how I felt about it. When I got my Pixel 3, I was very unbiased about it. That was one thing that I told myself that I would never change about who I am and what I do. And that's to be as completely honest and transparent as I can be, to make sure that I don't become one of those sellouts. That's why I do what I do. And that's why, like, I don't know, guys. I feel like I just wasted your time going through this, but for people who know me, you guys know how I am and how I feel about stuff. So let's just move on. Let's move on. All right, let me scroll back up here. I know you guys probably have thoughts on it as well. So, okay. Ted says, if you're a reviewer, why do you need to be relatable? The point of a review is to get all the information out on a phone so the viewer can make an informed decision. That's very true, Ted. Very true. How well a person uses a phone before putting out a review as soon as their moratorium ends is up to debate and can be questioned. That's also very fair. That's why, like, at least I'll tell you if it's a 24-hour or whatever, like, yeah. Okay. Team One Poogle is in here. Fear the Roof 42. Sorry, just got here. Trying a day, not replying, not repping your bulls. Not today. No. Hats off to you. No pun intended. I'm sorry. I'm ashamed of myself for that one. Welcome, man. Welcome. Okay, let me scroll down here. Deepak says Jerome, Grant, Tanaso Lit, Tony Pazzo are much more reliable than big multimillionaires. Thank you, Deepak. Appreciate that. Appreciate that love, man. Okay. DJ Shark 9000 is in here. Big Pimpin', what's good? What's good, DJ Shark 9000? Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. KG says first time ordering from B&H and it failed, restocking fee and shipping fee. Yeah, that sucks, man. Let me know how that goes for you, KG. That is an unfortunate way to get your first product from B&H. Hopefully they do something for you. Hopefully they do. Team Verizon says, I trust Jerome more than I do the ultra brand Uber mega channels. Thank you, Team Verizon. I appreciate that, man. Ted says they are those reviewers who have an overly positive aesthetic and their reviews are not worth a damn, in my opinion. Looking at you, Peter McKinnon, and that Canon R5 and R6 review. Ouch. Ouch. I used to watch Peter McKinnon, and then I don't know. I haven't really watched him since. I haven't really watched many other. It's been a while. You know what I watch on YouTube? I watch people eat food on YouTube. I watch people play video games on YouTube. And I watch Kid Boga scam the scammers on YouTube or on Twitch. That's about it. Okay. All right. Thank you for the love. Oddweight says, I know you're angry, Jerome, but demonetization, you work hard on these streams. I know, Oddweight. I know. I was upset. It's something it's like when I get upset, like I actually, that was a very calm upset. I really didn't get, I really didn't get down to that. Salmonk says overrated MKBHD. Here's something I've been thinking about lately. I've actually been thinking about watching other YouTube tech reviewers and actually reviewing their videos, reviewing their reviews and actually going through them and calling out the bullshit. That's actually what I was thinking about doing. I don't know if you guys would be interested in that, but I feel like if I did videos like that, I mean, in a way that's kind of clout chasing, but in a way I could call out the bullshit. And I think I could put people in their place by saying, this is why you don't talk about things like this, because this is what happens if you. So anyway, stay tuned because some of those might start coming out. We'll see. DJ Shark says Pixel has never priced the phones correctly, and that's why the A series sells. Yep. Pixel should focus on the A and be done with flagships. So here's the thing, DJ Shark 9000. I can say all day, I said it on Twitter recently, that Google does not know how to make a flagship phone. And I still stand by that. Google does not know how to make a flagship phone. Does that mean I want them to stop making flagship phones? I want them to keep making it because I want them to make a proper flagship. I feel like they have the resources and the money. By resources, I mean money. They have the money to make a flagship phone. I just need them to make one right. I think of all the phones I've had, the Nexus 5X, the Nexus 6P, those were some of my all-time favorite phones that I feel like were worth the money. The only other phone I feel like that's come out on the Nexus and Pixel lineups that have been worth the money is the Pixel 4a. I don't know if the original Pixel, the 2, the 3, I don't know if any of those were really worth the money for me at the time. It's hard for me to say because it's been so long, and I might have felt a certain way about it then. But I really think if I were to put, I've shared this with you guys before. My top phones, like all around top phones, was like the Moto X Pure, the Nexus 6P, and I'm the Pixel 4a is probably going to be topping that list. It's really going to be up there. The 4a 5G will probably be up there as well. Who you know what I'm waiting for? I'm waiting to see how good this ultra wide camera is going to be. Here's something that I should really talk about too. The where's my my iPhone 11 Pro has that ultra wide camera, and it's a decent ultra wide, but it's not great. It doesn't do well at night. Even during the day, the ultra wide versus the regular one, the colors aren't as good. They're a lot more overexposed, and maybe the Pixel 4a 5G and the Pixel 5, maybe they're going to have a badass ultra wide camera, and if they can do that, that's going to be a great thing. That'll be a way. That'll be in a way kind of a saving grace to maybe the Pixel 5. I still don't think it's going to be worth $700, but if they can make the ultra wide on the 4a 5G be as good as the regular main shooter, that'll be great. That doesn't cut them any slack for not them fixing video stabilization on the Pixel 4a or 4 or whatever, because that's something they still got to work on. That's not going to fix the video quality at night for the Pixels, or the photo quality. Like, the photo quality is still great, but again, it's nowhere near what the iPhone 11 Pro has been offering. But maybe they're going to make an ultra wide sensor that's going to be better than any of the other phones that are out there. We'll wait and see for that. All right, let me scroll down here. Since when is a 765G a top tier spec? Yeah, why? Like, I think he was really upset in that comment, and I don't know. Saul Wong says, this guy with the FMFers. Again, I just don't like being put in a box. I am not like everyone else. I'm not. Yeah, why is this dude so mad? Chill. And I don't know. And I really shouldn't have let it get to me. I should have just left it alone. What up, Jerome? What up, Sean? What's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. I also didn't realize I've been streaming for almost an hour and a half. Deepak says that guy is spitting too much poison on every type of YouTuber. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know if he's been writing the same stuff on other posts as well, but yeah. Anyway, that is a long rant letter. It really is. It really is. Okay. Y says, I know I am not Jerome, but I think it should be said that no one should send hate to this guy. Yeah, you're right. He has the right to his opinion, and we are not here to spread hate. We're not. I mean, it really did get to me, though. Again, I don't like being put in a box. It's just like, if you call me out on being something that I'm not, like, don't think I'm not gonna say something about it. Usually I don't even read the comments. I've just been too busy to even spend time doing that. Yeah. Anyway, Deepak says, Jerome, you deserve much more followers on social media. Your honesty really helps us make informed decisions. Thank you, Deepak. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Yeah, Brian says defamation of character really pissed off Jerome. It did. I know. Okay, guys, we'll let it go. Let me scroll down. Let me make sure I didn't miss anyone. Oh, do it, please. We need that. Okay. You know what? Do me a favor. If there are certain videos where people are calling out or they're spewing bullshit, let me know. And maybe that's what I'll do, is I'll start reacting to some of them, talking about them, and talking about what they said or what they shouldn't have said, and what I agree with and what I don't agree with. Or even people who do the right things. Maybe I'll react to that. And I just think it's a good way to call people out and make sure if anything, I think it might level the playing field and putting people on their toes and saying, hey, you can't keep talking about shit like this because you're misinforming people. And if you keep misinforming people, somebody's going to call you out on it. And I'm like, if anyone's going to call someone out, I might as well do it. I don't know. That's the thought that's been going through my head lately. All right. KG says, you will get to the top soon, Jay. Don't worry. I don't know about that, KG. KG, I don't. So for anyone who knows, I've been on YouTube for 5 years, 5+ years, on and off, on and off. This last year, the last 6 months or whatever, I've been as consistent as any YouTuber has been. I have streamed daily. I've been putting out videos regularly. I've been cutting clips up, and I lose. You guys don't know this because you don't see my subscribers, but I lose subscribers every day. That might sound surprising to you, but like when I hit 30,000 subscribers and then I was gone for a year on YouTube, YouTube took me off their algorithm for whatever reason. Again, you guys don't know this, but I lose on average about 20 to 30. And at the beginning, when I first came back, I was losing about 100 to 150 subscribers a day. Why do you think I stream on Facebook? Why do you think I multi-stream on Twitch? Because I can't stay loyal to a platform that isn't even supporting me. Plus, they take 30% from me. So for every dollar that you guys support me with, they take 30 cents to that dollar. So when people donate $100 to me, I get $70 of that. YouTube takes the other $30 for what? I mean, they give me the biggest platform, but I don't know. All right. Noel says videos like that would be good, but also might cause drama. No, it's definitely going to cause drama. It'll definitely cause drama, but I'm not making drama to make drama. I want to call bullshit out. That's really all I want out of it. All I want to do from that is to just call bullshit out. When people are spewing things that aren't correct, I just want to make sure that people understand that, like, hey, you can't say stuff like that because that is you're essentially influencing people's purchase. And if that's not, you know what I mean? That's really what I was just trying to do. That's all I was trying to do. Okay. I know there's a lot of stuff here. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not going to be able to go through all of it because I just want to. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at chat here. So, okay. Edgar says, can't you share a PayPal link? Better to donate there. FNF, that's BS from YouTube. I mean, I could. I just haven't. I know other people have recommended the same thing, that I just give a PayPal link instead. I could. It's something I have to take a look at. It's something I'll look at, because then it's like not even FNF, but like if I think it's a 2% fee or something if I did PayPal instead of a 30% fee from YouTube. Okay. Big House says, Jerome, make a quote, buy me a beer /coffee link and I'll subscribe. Thank you, Big House. Thank you, guys. I'm looking into it. I'm looking into it. So you know what? I'm gonna give you guys a bonus before I get out of here today. So I was gonna do this yesterday and then I hesitated and I was like, no, you know what? I was supposed to give you guys a camera review and I just haven't had time to do it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share a couple, I'm going to share photos that I took, I think Friday night, of the Pixel 4a at nighttime. So we're going to do that right now. I'm just going to spend some time and show you the night shots I took with the Pixel 4a. Again, these are night shots from, actually, here. Hold on, just so anyone that comes in will see. Pixel 4a night shot overview. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, just for anyone that comes in. So yes, all of these photos were taken with a Pixel 4a. All of these photos were taken handheld, right? They were taken handheld, no tripod, no timer, no nothing. These were just like straight out the gate, take a shot at night. And obviously this is a pretty dark shot right here. This is a very low light shot. And I feel like it exposed it really well. Is this sky really this blue? No, it isn't. This is something that the Pixel does. It kind of oversaturates a bit, but this is still a very nice shot. If you zoom in here, you can see it is not the best kind of quality, but as an overall shot, that looks pretty good for what it is. So this shot here, I think this shot was just on the other side of the street because it's from the park. But so also an FYI, these photos were also taken with my Huawei P40 Pro Plus, which is what I might do tomorrow. Maybe I'll just, instead of doing a full camera comparison, I'll do it like this. We'll do it live. I'll share it with you, and then you guys can get an assessment of how a $1,300 phone fares against a $350 phone. So this photo here, again, is with the Pixel 4a at night, handheld, no tripod, no timer. There is right here a bit of like overexposure from the light, but it isn't bad. You see this little light trail up here, right? But it's not bad. Again, when you zoom in, the quality isn't the best, but it doesn't look bad at all. Like as an overall shot, it looks very, very good. The green isn't like oversaturated, and sometimes that's what I get. That's what I get with a Pixel phone. With the Pixel 4, I get really, really bright greens, but I didn't get that at all. Like, yes, the shot is much brighter than it is at night in real life, but it isn't bad at all. Again, another dark shot. This is again from the park. This was really dark. You'll see overexposure here on this light. It's a little blown out, but it's not bad at all. What was so nice at the park was, and the park here in Chicago was huge, this specific park, but it was so nice. It was like 8:30 at night or 9 at night, and everybody was just out and hanging out and like chilling. And I don't know. I miss Chicago nights in the summer because it just hasn't been the same since coronavirus happened. So here, I don't know if the street lights were off, but again, a night shot, not awful, not the best. I really, what I should do is give you the proper photo comparison with the Huawei P40 Pro Plus. But again, handheld shot, very nice. This was a super, super dark shot as well. And the Pixel is just really great at taking night shots. Yes, night sight was on for every single one. I had to hold the phone for maybe 3 or 4 seconds steady, but this is still a handheld shot and not bad at all. I think as I went down the street, so here you can see there was a little more light here, and you can see it starts to really oversaturate at this point. But again, as an overall shot, not bad. This was a great one too. I'm actually surprised how nice this was. So also in terms of focusing, I picked the brightest spot when I tapped to focus. So like this light was probably where I tapped to focus, if I remember correctly. And so it doesn't like brighten everything around it. It keeps things dark, but it keeps it so you know it's still a night shot. This was the same as well. Alley shot, you see me here holding the phone. So that's the thing though. I need to look at the Huawei P40 Pro Plus and see how it did when it comes to blowing out lights here. And then it's something that I'll test also with the iPhone 11 Pro when I test it with the 4A. So we get a proper comparison of how an iPhone fares against a Pixel. Again, a really, really nice shot. Not as dark in real life, but damn, it looks good. It really looks good for a night shot. Another one here. This is a bus stop. These are lit up, but as far as exposure, everything seems very evenly exposed. This street, yes, is very like lit up, and it's not lit up like that in real life, but how many times am I going to say this? Overall shot looks very good. Another dark shot in really amber orange color light. And it reflects, it shows there. But you can see none of these lights are overblown. A lot of these are still like even, and it looks pretty good. Same here, very amber lighting, so you get that very orange tone, but none of this is overexposed. These neon lights come out really well. And if there's one thing I like, it's having very well-balanced neon light exposure. And I just got a super chat from Jason with SGD. I don't know what SGD is, but Jason with a 20, whatever SGD is, super chat. Thank you for your professionalism, experience, honesty, diligence, and hard work. Jason Lim, thank you so much, man. Thank you for that support. God, you guys are so supportive. BCP earlier with a $25 super chat. And then Brian, like he always super chats, and Jason with the super chat as well. And thank you for the kind words, man. I really appreciate it. Guys, thank you for that support. I will say this time and time again, but these kind of donations and this kind of support, Singapore dollars. Thank you. Thank you guys. Thank you. This kind of support helps offset costs. It helps continue what I do daily. And I cannot be more thankful for you guys for stopping in and showing some love and showing that support. I'm very thankful. And every day it encourages me to continue what I'm doing. So thank you again. Thank you so much, Jason. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. So this shot was one of my favorites because like you don't even see any kind of overexposure at all from here. All right. You know what? Tomorrow we're going to go through these pictures again and I'm going to share a side by side with the P40 Pro Plus. That's what tomorrow's stream is going to be. So just stay tuned. We're going to do that. We're going to go through these pictures again, but I'm going to show you what it looks like versus a P40 Pro Plus. This next shot here again is just another like down the street shot. And like this looks really good as well. Yes, the sky is not this blue. There's a bit of overexposure here, the blown out light, but you can see even though the wording isn't that legible, it's not bad. You can see this is a permit parking sign and you can only park here you can't park here from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. unless you have this permit. And I don't know what that one says. So, but still fairly legible, not bad for 9 or 10 p.m. at night. Not bad at all. Another alley shot. I love taking alley shots. They're one of my favorite things to take. And then, this is at a bar that's no longer open right now because everything is still closed. It is kind of bright back here, a very bluish tint. So behind here is an actual like bank and there's like one of those LED signs. So you can see that bank, but like, look at how clear this photo is. It looks really good. It does look really good. And then another neon sign. You can see everything is dark around it, but the neon sign is balanced. Nothing's overexposed. Nothing is shooting out. Another shot here looks good, right? Like these are great shots to take with a $350 phone. This shot's overexposed though, really overexposed. What did I not tap this for the light? This is a very, very bright shot, still clear, still looks good. But that's it. That was my battery test from yesterday. Oh, we might as well share that too. So yeah, that's it for that overview. Tomorrow we might as well just do that. Tomorrow I'm gonna take the Pixel 4a, those photos. I'm gonna take my Huawei P40 Pro Plus, and we'll do a side-by-side comparison so you can see how those two phones compare with each other. And so before I kind of close this off, I'm gonna take a minute here, and I should have taken these screenshots and just done this instead. But where is that? Is this from today? Yeah. Okay. So you guys have known this for the last, what is it now, week? I've been showing you my daily battery life usage on the Pixel 4a. And today is no different. The last couple screenshots I've shown you for my battery life, I've been getting over 5 hours of screen on time on my Pixel 4a. Over 5 hours of screen on time, which is great. And not only 4 hours, not only 5+ hours of screen on time, but I've been pulling the phone off the charger for over 24 hours. So I'm able to go a full day with over 5 hours of screen on time with zero battery anxiety. That's typically not something I would have expected on the Pixel 4a. So the latest one I have here, you can see this screenshot shows 11% battery life, right? So 11% battery left. And you can see here the battery usage, my screen on time it's harder to see, but the screen on time is 4 hours and 55 minutes. So under 5 hours this time, right? With 11% battery. So let's be realistic. I would have easily gotten over 5 hours if I drop this down to like 5% or whatever. Here's the thing. Battery usage, you see that 11%? This is the breakdown here of what I've used: Spotify, YouTube, Telegram, Instagram, whatever. But the one thing you're missing is look at how long this phone was off the charger. This was almost 2 days off the charger, guys. I still got almost 5 hours of screen on time, and I was at 11% battery. I got almost 48 hours off the charger with 5 hours, almost 5 hours of screen on time. Easily would have got 5 hours of screen on time if I dropped that 11% to 5% or whatever. So, what can I say in terms of battery life on the Pixel 4a after having it for, I think it's been a week, less than a week, about a week? No, today's a week. It's been a week. Battery life is excellent. If you are not intensively using the phone, I use mine for YouTube, Telegram, Instagram, Chrome, the basics. I don't use it to game. I don't use it to render video, edit video, anything like that. I use it for the basics. And if you're looking for something with the basics, you're going to get 5 hours plus screen on time. You're going to be able to unplug that phone and get a full day usage out of it, a full day plus. And in this case, this last case, I almost got 2 days with about 5 hours of screen on time, which I think is incredible for a $350 phone. You guys just saw the photos at night. Are those not great photos for a $350 phone? Show me another $350 phone that's going to get photos like that brand new. I don't think you're going to have, I don't know if a OnePlus is going to give you those kind of photos handheld using their, what do they call theirs? What is theirs called? Night, what is it? It's been a while since I've used a OnePlus phone, whatever their night mode is. Okay. All right. Let me get through chat here before we kind of close it out. Let me scroll up here. Sorry guys. I know I'm not able to get through all the chat today. I mean, I did for most of it, but let me scroll down here. Team Verizon says, Jerome, you can try, buy me a coffee. What? Wait. Oh, so is that a thing? Wait, what are you guys talking about? It's because like Big House says, make a buy me a beer coffee link and I'll subscribe. Is there something I'm missing? Is that something I don't know about? Brian says Jerome's new segment called Tech Slap. Who's getting slapped? I like that. And that's the thing. I'm not trying to talk shit about people, man. I'm not. I just want to call bullshit where I see bullshit. That's really all I want to do. I like that though. That's a funny segment name for it. Team Verizon says, wow, those are good photos. They're very good photos. Deepak says, very nice, for sure. They're great photos for handheld shots, for sure. Tectonic says, hi, Jerome. Hi, Joe. Get it right, Tectonic. What's my name? Tectonic, how's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, Sean says natural photos, for sure. They're great looking. They are very good. Brian says Jerome's checking alleyways for criminals. He is the kick-ass. I am not looking for criminals. Trust me. The last thing I want to do is run into an alley, and no, that's not what I want. Big House says great pictures. Definitely great pictures. Team One Poogle says take a few deep breaths after you log up today's stream and go to another quote meeting. It'll make you feel better. Thank you, Team One Poogle. Thank you. Tectonic says throw the Huawei in the trash and keep the 4A. Wait, before you say that, wait for tomorrow's photo camera comparison. Wait for that tomorrow, and then you tell me what you think. We're gonna spend some time talking about the P40 Pro. That's what I'm gonna do. Instead of taking 16 hours to edit the video, we will do a live photo camera comparison tomorrow. I'll get it all set up tomorrow so you guys will see what I see and we can share our thoughts about it. Yeah. D-Box says that's a battery beast. It's great. It's a great battery life for the 4A. Nightscape, impressive battery life for sure. Sean says, yes, a buy me coffee link is real. I didn't know that. It's kind of like Patreon in a way, I guess. Okay, guys, I'll definitely take a look. So, okay. Guys, this is a long stream. We're an hour and 45 minutes into it. And I think with all of that being said, I think that is going to be it for today. You might be seeing me looking around because I'm looking for the outro for this. I need to get my outro updated because a lot of you have been donating money and I haven't been adding that in there, and I will get that updated. Guys, thank you so much today for joining me on the stream. It has been a blast like always. Thank you all for giving it a thumbs up. If you haven't, please hit that like button. I do stream weekdays at 2 p.m. Central, 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. So hit that subscribe button. wherever it is it here or here? And then come back tomorrow here. Come back tomorrow. We're going to do it all over again. I am going to give you guys a photo comparison tomorrow live. We're going to do a photo comparison for the Pixel 4a and the Huawei P40 Pro Plus. We will do it live, folks. I will give you my live reactions to this, my thoughts, and you guys can share your thoughts as well. I think that'll be fun. It'll be fun tomorrow. We'll do that. Thank you, guys. Thank you for my YouTube members. Thank you for Tony for being a new YouTube member. Thank you for the super chats today. You guys have been so generous and I appreciate it. That's all I got. Sorry that I had to go off on a rant today and kind of just like get myself demonetized, but it is what it is. Yeah. I don't know if I'm clipping a video today anyway, so it's fine. But yeah, come back tomorrow. We're going to do it all over again. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. That's all I got. There's the wave. As I hit play, music should play, and it's signing me out. See you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye.